I am doing my informative speech here over the German culture. I've always found it very interesting. Some basic info about Germany is they are a federal and parliamentary democracy. Their common currency is the euro, like most European countries, since about 2002. They've got a population of 83 million people, roughly, and it's a predominantly Christian country, with about 65 to 7% of the culture being Christian. The 35 to 30% left is various religions and everything like that. When it comes to individualism, they are very individualistic when it comes to raising their family. They're more about the child-parent relationship versus involving grandparents and aunts and everything like that, which is very different from the American South, who is more of the instant collectivism place where it takes a whole village to raise a child with a family. I've heard that all my life living here in the American South. They are very low context communicators. They take things very literal. They don't really use innuendos or anything like that. They're just very literal people when it comes to that. When it comes to cooperation versus competition, when it comes to helping their neighbor, they're very cooperative. They love to see their neighbor grow and build because it builds a stronger Germany. Where versus the South is more about the competition. What can I do to get another dollar? Who cares if it hurts my neighbor? Not me. Uh, Norms and values are different from the American culture. Is Germany as a whole is rule followers. They are very strict to the rules. Like they won't even jaywalk, even if there's an empty street. Where in America, people jaywalk right in front of cars, and then think the car's in the wrong. It's just very different cultures when it comes to that. They are also a very cash is king society, where they really don't accept credit cards or debit cards. They will certain places at certain higher end stores, and the 24/7 supermarkets are not a thing in Germany. It's more about your mom and pop shops, kind of like you would expect living in the South, maybe in the 1940s. Just a very, very different culture. Some stuff that might cause some culture shock for me going over there is the Cash is King Society. I use a debit card or credit card for a lot of things. I just hardly ever carry any cash because take the chance of getting mugged or anything like that. But one thing that I'd have to learn if I went over there is to carry more than $20 in cash. Public nudity is a big thing apparently in Germany. When during the summertime you go in the parks and there'll be people sunbathing nude. That's a very big shock. I'm more of a conservative person when it comes to, and that's how most of America is, more conservative. So for them, it just would be a big culture shock to go over there. Um, some of the stuff that I learned about Germany is it's very similar to America, but it's also very different. You would definitely have to have an open mind going over there and be willing to examine their culture and keep to it. They don't like to change themselves, and they don't want to change you when you go over there. One big event over there, one big German tradition is Oktoberfest. They have it they have it during the fall months for 16 days. It's a gigantic fun festival with a gigantic beer festival along with it. It's normally held in Bavaria. It's part of Germany, and they just go. They have a great time, drink lots of beer, and hang out and eat lots of good food. Thank y'all. This was Jeremy.